why do we stop holding each other's hands as we get older? When we're kids, we hold each other's hands so we don't lose one another. We protect one another. We count to make sure that we're all together, all safe, all here. We hold our mother's hand as we cross the street, as we walk through the aisles of the grocery store. Our tiny hand engulfed in the warm grasp of our mother's, our fingers smushing together as she squeezes tightly so we don't run aimlessly towards the pretty Dalmatian across the road. Our mother's hands, our friends' hands, our siblings' hands. We hold them to connect, to feel grounded, to feel seen. We examine our own hands as children. We contrast them to our mothers. We think, my hands are soft and smooth. My mother's are rough in some places, from where she holds the shovel to the garden. But the tops of her hands are soft like mine. Her nails are a pretty shade of blue today. I don't see that smudge she's complaining about. They look pretty to me. When we're kids, we pick weeds that look like flowers and gift them to our loved ones. We wet our tiny hands in the ocean and heave buckets of water towards our misshapen sandcastles. We marvel at the coarseness of seashells, the slimy smoothness of seaweed, the hot, soft dampness of sand that has just been kissed by the tide. As kids, we wonder at our own hands, how they can be so different in appearance and yet capable of the same things. Even when we're small, our hands can love, can caress, can be safety to our friend who trips over their own shoelaces and needs some help standing up again. And then we grow up. Hand-holding becomes a sign of weakness. No, Mom, don't hold my hand, I'm grown. Our hands become calloused as we start turning inwards. Other kids suddenly have cooties. Our hands pick up sticks to play fight, and sometimes really fight our friends on the playground. Our hands become tools, our hands become fists. Our soft, pliant fingers no longer play with our mother's hair while watching TV. Those flowers we saw in the front garden transform into weed, and when we pick them, it's to put them in the trash. But we're still small, no matter how much we want to grow up. It's funny, no one tells us that we'll still feel like kids when we're 20 or 40 or 60 years old. Our defiance towards care when we're younger becomes yearning as we age. But no one tells us that this doesn't have to be true. We can ask to be held. We can ask to have our hands held, our arms caressed. It's okay. It's not weak to want to connect to the people we love. I think about how trees communicate to one another, their roots sending signals and nutrients to other trees. Parent trees even giving up some of their nutrients to protect and give a life to their supplings. Trees care about one another. They protect one another. They notify one another when there's a new disease or danger or lack of resources. And trees hold us too. They let us climb them, scraping the palms of our hands and our knees with their rough bark. Their sturdy limbs hold our bodies and grant us the luxury of seeing the world from their point of view. And maybe sometimes we slip and fall. We bruise our bodies badly or break a bone. And there is a loved one there, or maybe someone who just cares, to give us their hands and soothe our pain.